Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby. I'm David Thetford. That's Gary Ashby.
Yeah. After a brief hiatus.
And Ben Portman is in the control room. He's running the show for us today. Where did Big B go?
Your guess is as good as mine. Probably the Rangers game in Arlington, or
I got you.
Because they're back in action after the All-Star break.
And
they were leading. They're leading the division.
They are.
Rangers are leading their division.
Yeah. They're
That's
like
good.
One game over 500 leading the division.
I know it.
I think they're in the right division.
Yeah, we're trying to get it where everybody has exactly the same record. That's a goal of America today.
Yep.
Everybody's the same. Everybody gets a trophy.
Everybody gets a trophy.
All right. Well, last week, Craig Wells came in to co-host, did a great job, and Gary said he's coming in for a minute this morning.
Yeah, because one of our guests, Craig is close with.
Well, his daughters played Monterey at that time,
yeah.
so.
And I'm pretty sure he's the one that nominated Kim
Yeah,
for the
I think he
Hall of Fame.
did.
This is going to be a special show today, and today's a special day in Lubbock, Texas, because we have the LISD Hall of Fame banquet tonight, of which if David looks a little bit weary, it's because he works his tail off on that. And I'm going.
It's going to happen, I think.
On behalf of everybody, I'm going to thank you right now, and I'm also going to thank Coach Dudley, because Coach Dudley does a lot of work.
Yeah.
Now, nobody does as much work as David, but Coach Dudley does a lot of work.
He does a lot.
And then we've got a board of which Craig is a member of that do a little bit of work. You know, so.
Mac Owen does a lot of work.
Yeah, and Mac does a lot of work.
And Tammy Edmondson does quite a bit of work too. So that's, but everybody helps, and I appreciate the help we get.
Absolutely.
All right, so Craig co-hosted last week. Will Culpepper came in at the start of the show to talk about the new Texas Tech Hall of Fame class that's going in, and we talked about all those people. And then we had a couple of the Hall of Honor people. Bob Ramos, who's a trainer, came in, and we had Brad White on the phone talking about the Cardinal sidewalk sale. And then Tim Leslie is going into the Hall of Honor, former Monterey player.
Tim, but we will see Tim tonight. And Tim, keep your speech short.
Yeah. All right, Matt Mooney's joining us. Y'all remember Matt Mooney? He was a superstar here for the Red Raiders. We went to the national championship game. And do you ever think about it, Matt? Do you ever think how close we were to winning the national championship?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I do.
I bet you do.
I think about it probably more than I should.
I know. We were the tip of a finger away from winning it, I think.
Yeah.
It's just.
I know. I was actually I was in Philadelphia this weekend doing some stuff for the app I'm launching, and I ran into Ty Jerome's dad.
Uh-huh.
So we were talking about it.
Yeah.
He was on that Virginia team.
Yeah. Well, that was a very good Virginia team. Very good.
That was a very destined Virginia team.
They really were.
It was just like it was meant to be.
Yeah, I wonder about that.
Yeah. Well, I think about it a lot too, Matt. I still do. I think most Red Raiders still think about it because we played so great. We really did. And it was a tremendous basketball team that we had that year, get all the way to the championship ball game. And you were a big part of it, buddy, and I appreciate you being on the show this morning.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for that. No, we had a fantastic team, and I'm excited and happy to be on. Thank you, guys.
You bet. We got a Lubbock camp coming up August 3rd through the 5th. Isn't that right?
That is right. 8th annual camp.
Okay, I was
Crazy.
wondering
It's
how
been
many.
8 years.
Wow.
8th annual. That's awesome.
8th annual. I figured the kids would stop coming by now, but they haven't. So I'll keep.
When do they get too old, Matt?
You're doing something right.
When they have kids, they can't come anymore.
No, they can always come. So I know I need your guys' help here to promote it and get the word out. But yeah, August 3rd through 5th, the 8th one. We'll have a session in the morning for 2nd to 5th graders. boys and girls, and then 6th to 8th graders, boys and girls, and then I'll also do a 1-day elite camp. I'm sending out invites for that. That's an invite-only elite camp for high school.
Okay.
High school guys.
That'll be good. Where are you going to have this camp?
Lubbock Christian Recreation Center. Amy Chereau there. They do a great job. They take care of me. It's a great facility.
Yeah,
Andrew Sorrells is AD over there too.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Who was on your team, wasn't he?
He was on my team. He was my roommate too.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a good roommate.
My roommate. He never took the trash out.
He never did.
Well, he's probably too busy studying. Wasn't he smart?
No, I give him a hard time. He says I never took the trash out. He was smart. He was a smart guy.
Yeah. Can you believe he's already an AD? And LCU's really tremendous university. It really is. He's doing a great job. I'll see him tonight too, and I'll tell him you said hello.
Hey, when you see him, call him Andy.
Andy, he likes that.
Andy, he hates it. Call him Andy.
Oh,
well,
good.
I may introduce him from the podium.
Andy.
Andy Sorrells is here tonight.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, so it's going to be out at LC, and I haven't been. We used to play all the time in the airplane hangars, what we called it, and it was not anything like it is today. Up here, it's just I haven't even been in it since they fixed it all up. It's been a while.
But it's really nice. It's got 4 courts, well done, wood courts. It's really nice. And then, one more thing to add. So number one, they can register at mattmooney.net /camp, or just mattmooney.net. You'll find it on there. That's where you go to register. You can apply for discounts. We get everybody in because, we've got a generous sponsor. So if they can't afford camp, we'll try to work with them. Typically, we get everybody in. And Fabian Rubio of Red Raider Pump and Supply is my sponsor. He helps out every year to cover some expenses so I can bring great coaches, get kids in who can't afford it.
Good.
And then the last thing to add is this year is really special because I'm launching an app September 1st. Athletic, we pivoted. I think I talked about it on here probably a couple times, but we're not. Back in the day, you guys might remember we were building a robot that players could practice against.
Yeah.
But we learned the market was too small and needed to raise a lot of money. We pivoted. We learned a lot about what the market wants and what players want. And we have created the world's first basketball video game played with a real ball. So when players... You guys are laughing. You're going to like it.
Well,
when players...
I don't know what it is.
Well, if it gets them out of the house, I'm for it.
So when you guys used to play, did you guys ever imagine you were playing a game in your mind?
All the time, every time. And I won every time, Matt. It was the craziest thing. I was undefeated.
Yeah, well, now with our app, you're not going to win every time.
Okay.
You win when you deserve to win.
Yeah.
Exactly. You set up the phone around half court in the sideline. You could be inside. You could be outside. You pick a team. You pick your position and your skill level. And that's going to dictate what shots the app is going to prompt. So it's going to prompt you to take shots out loud. So it'll tell you, all right, first play of the game, shoot a spot up 3 from the top of the key. You shoot that shot. The camera on the phone is going to track whether you make or miss it. Then the app is going to simulate some possessions in between your team and your opponent. It's going to give you your next shot, and you play a whole game. So you can't cheat the system anymore.
Oh, man.
And we've got significant traction. It's been great. I'm actually going out to play some pickup right now, and then I'm going to go to a tournament and set up the app and get some players on it. So we've got 1,500 signups. We've got a bunch of pre-sales. So anyways, where I'm going with that is everybody who comes to our camp this year will get a 1-month subscription to the app for free just by coming because I like people. Great. I like everybody in Lubbock.
All right, now back to that game. Does the game take into consideration, like David? David was a good shooter, good offensive guy, maybe not so much on the defensive end. Does it take into account that you're sort of lazy on defense, or does it have everybody's the same on defense?
So there's no defensive component right now. It's just going to give you a shot. It's going to simulate your opponent. We could add, and we will add, conditioning mode where in between shots you might have to sprint, do some slides, tire you out a little bit. But it gives you your next shot within a matter of seconds. So I should have sent you guys a video before this call.
I saw it. I looked online and saw. I saw you doing it. I mean, doing something with it, And I wanted you to explain what it was because I didn't get it. When I played out there by myself, if I missed that last shot, it's crazy how many times I got fouled on that last shot.
Yeah.
And then I had a chance to go to the line.
Yeah, that's crazy. Or you went to overtime, right?
Yeah, or we went to overtime. And I'd pull it out at the end. It was great. But
So now it's going to give you different shots. It's going to randomize your shots based on your skill and your position. So guard shots get different shots than centers. And then we have 5 different levels: rookie, 6-man starter, all-star, Hall of Fame.
My gosh.
So prompt shots based on that, and then it's going to track your makes and misses automatically, and it's going to simulate your possessions between the opponent and your team and give you your next shot a couple seconds later. So
now how many people did you say signed up on this? How many people?
We've got 1,500, but it's been very limited in terms of, just the last month or so, been doing some camps and some demos, some live demos, and starting to get our social media going.
Well, that's 1,500 sounds good to me. I thought you were doing great.
All right, David looked at it last night. Where do people go to look at it? Is it on your app?
Yeah, it's on. That's a different website. That'll be Athletic, which is the name of our company, athletic.io.
Athletic.io.
Yeah, it's spelled with a Q instead of a C, though. So ATHLETIQ.io.
Okay.
So I need to get a link there on my website. I think there is a link on my website to it too.
Well, I didn't find it when I looked yesterday. I did not find it. I was looking for that Athletic, but I was, anyway, maybe it's there, Matt. But
you
do
didn't spell
need
it with
that.
a Q, did you?
No, I didn't. Well, I didn't put that in. I just put in mattmooney.net, and then I looked for that Athletic thing because I'd seen about it and I wanted to learn more. But now I know a lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I'll send you guys some video. It's everybody asks me, "Oh, you're launching a training app, this and that." It's totally different. It's very unique, and players are loving it. That's why I retired about 10 months ago to go all in. I've got some investors in Lubbock and out there in West Texas that I'm trying to make proud. That I will make proud, and it's exciting.
This is amazing. Did you think this up yourself?
Well, I did because we were using, I wanted to help players improve their jump shot, and we still will do that. That's part of our app, using AI to help players improve their shot. But then I thought, man, how do we make it fun and competitive? That's what everybody wants.
Yeah.
And the amount of hours I spent growing up outside by myself, we had an unfinished basement when I was a little kid, and I would just go down there and shoot around a little hoop. And I just imagined I was in the NBA playing in the finals. And the more I talk to people, everybody does it. So we created a game to simulate your imagination so you can compete when you're all alone.
This is so smart. I never made it to the NBA. I was always playing at Tech when I was playing out by myself. I never made it to the NBA, but you did.
I was always playing Evans Junior High.
Dream big, Tech is dreaming big too. So
I know, and I would do Jack Dale, to call him my game.
I did do that.
Yeah, Jack was
Matt
always.
doesn't know who Jack Dale is, I don't think.
He's a longtime voice of the Red Raiders.
I don't. I probably should know Jack Dale.
50 years voice of the Red Raider basketball.
Well, he's gone now, but he was the best. He was so good.
Hey, real quickly, back to that camp. If I understood you correctly, the boys and the girls were mixing them together. Is that right?
Yep, mixing them together. We mix them together every year, and then when we compete, for the older groups, when we compete, we usually separate them if we have enough. But the girls hold their own just fine.
Yeah. No, I bet they do, especially at those younger ages. I would think so. And then you mentioned that you're bringing in some great coaches. Who are some of the coaches that are going to help you out?
Yeah, actually, so Zach Foster, he comes with me every year. He's an NBA player development guy. He's my guy that I've worked with many years. He'll be there. Rodney Pryor is coming back. Rodney played at Georgetown. We went to high school together, played in the G League for 6 years. And then I'm hoping I've got a couple Red Raiders from my team. Brandon Francis says he'll be there, and Davide Moretti might be coming back as well.
All right.
So, where is Davide?
He's in Italy.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Well, let's get y'all on the show when y'all are here.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Get you and Davide and Brandon. Would you say Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon Francis.
Yeah.
Now, is the camp on Saturday morning? If it is, that's going to be a problem.
That'll mess it up.
But
no, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, August 3rd through 5th.
Okay.
All right, so y'all may not be here.
Either the Saturday before or the Saturday after, if you're in town. How's that?
Yeah.
I should be there the 8th. I'm going to an event on the 8th, fundraiser that my guy Casey Doyle's putting on. So I'll be there.
Okay.
All right, that'd be great. Well, you've had an amazing career from Niles, Illinois, Notre Dame College Prep to Air Force to South Dakota to Texas Tech, and then to the Memphis Hustle, and finally with the Cleveland Cavaliers for a while there in 2020. And, man, you've been all over the world playing basketball. What's been your favorite place other than Texas Tech?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I will say I did retire from playing overseas, but I am going to training camp in a week for Team USA 3-on-3. So that's a way I can still keep playing.
Man, that's great.
And still work on the business. So the goal would be, I got to try out. The goal would be to make that team play in the Olympics in 2028. But my favorite place, I'd say, would be Italy. I'd say Trento, Italy. I had a good experience there.
That's cool.
All right. Was it a very hard decision to retire?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was. I actually was going to retire about a year prior. You know, I just wasn't enjoying it, and I decided I got married, so, got to provide, and went back overseas, went to Australia, and had a good year, then went to Puerto Rico, played well there, and made some money. They pay well there. And so I actually had my best year overseas, and then I got great offers in Europe, great offers in Australia, and great offers to go back to Puerto Rico, the best money I've made overseas by far. And that's when I decided to retire,
Finally making some money. I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
That's just the way,
Don't want to get greedy.
That's the way it goes, right?
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Well, Matt, this has been fun. It's been fun talking to you, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Tell them details on that camp again, how they get in touch with you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It's August 3rd through 5th, Lubbock Christian Recreation Center, 2nd to 5th grade, 6th to 8th grade. Sign up at mattmooney.net/camp. We're probably about halfway filled up right now, so we got some space, and would love to see everybody there.
Super.
All right, buddy. Thanks for being on today. We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you guys for having me.
Appreciate you, Matt Mooney, everybody, former Red Raider great. That was the funnest run that those guys had.
That was the funnest run.
It really was. The funnest run's probably not the way to say it.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Roofwise, Gary.
Yeah, guys, with over 100 roofing companies to choose from, you need somebody that's done business with one to give you a thumbs up. Well, I've done business with Roofwise, and I'm going to give them a thumbs up. Y'all can trust these guys, and I tell you, they'll help you with your insurance company, and that's where the money's coming from. And let me tell you about something about insurance companies. They're not going to give you any more than they have to. So you need somebody that knows how much they have to give you. So we're going to call Coach Tom Stone and talk about the World Cup, because we have finally got to the end of this thing. I don't know, what is it? It's like 6 weeks or?
It's forever.
It's a while.
Let me look here.
But it's just every 4 years. So.
And it lasts till the next 4 years.
And I hope we're as good or better in 4 years.
The round of 32 started on June the 29th. And so we had all those first round games before that.
Yeah.
So it was June the 20th. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
That's amazing. And it's going to finish tomorrow.
Yeah. And we're going to tell y'all who to bet on, because we've got the guy that in the city of Lubbock knows more soccer than anybody else, Coach Tom Stone. Coach, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys this morning?
Good.
Great. You started preparations for the 2026 season or 26-27 season?
Yeah, it ends in December, so
okay.
26.
The 26 season, and you got it started and ready to roll.
I saw you on TV.
How'd I look?
You look really good. You really did. No, you were talking about this goalie that we got. Evidently, she's something else. You were impressed.
She's very good. Yeah, very good. It was one of those recruiting stories where we were close to getting her the first time out, and then she came to her senses and realized that, West Texas made a whole lot more sense than Tallahassee. So thank goodness we got her, and she's great.
How many years will she have?
She's got 2 seasons left.
Good. That'll be good.
You know what? I think we've gotten a softball player or two from Florida State.
We have.
And I'm going to think they're going to start hating us.
Well, join the club.
Get in line.
Not only get in line, but are we really worried about comparisons to Tallahassee? I mean, come on.
No.
I do love the state of Florida. I will say that, but that's probably not one of my favorite locations.
Okay. All right.
No, I wasn't. Yeah, I was impressed when Bobby Bowden was there at Florida State.
I mean, their history of football is impressive.
It really is. And Burt Reynolds riding out on the horse and sticking the spear in the ground. I was like, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, their time has passed. Let's go that.
It's gone. They're over. We're the news now.
Well,
now their soccer team is very, very good. So we will give them full credit.
And there has been some really, really good soccer being played in the last 6 weeks, and one of them was England is about to go to the World Cup finals for the first time in like 60 years or whatever, and then all of a sudden they weren't. And their coach took a lot of abuse. And I know you coaches sometimes get blamed when you shouldn't get blamed. And I didn't think he did anything wrong. Playing a little D when you're up 1-0 in soccer makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, it is a very robust conversation online and amongst soccer people. And, of course, the English fans, everyone that I know is completely biased. They love this German coach because he was going to get him to the promised land. But now the German coach, ruined it for him. And they always add that, well, he's German.
He's a Nazi.
Yeah, it's like it matters that he's German, but it does now. I think the center point of the argument, the discussion, the controversy, if you want to call it that, is that England had played Argentina so well to that point, and they had made it difficult for Argentina to get down the field with the ball. They had pressed them enough and put them into pockets of areas where they could trap them or throw numbers at Messi or the ball. Their game plan had worked. And Argentina is the type of team that, if you find a little way to slow them down, you probably should stick with it, is what I believe. And then right away after the goal, they just kind of went back into a shell, and then the shell was reinforced by the coach bringing on more defenders and then bringing on more defenders. And here was the problem with that. Against Mexico, in Mexico City, with all the conditions, it worked. Against a lot of teams, it would work. Here's the problem. Argentina is so good, and their game is so technical and feisty and creative in the final third that you just invited them into the exact game that they wanted to play the whole day. So you took away the game that was slowing them down, and you gave them the game they love the most, which is everybody around the box just looking to break you down. So I don't know if I agree that it was a disastrous tactical decision against some teams, but it was a disastrous decision to do it that early against a team like Argentina.
Yeah. But he was German, and they are English, and he really didn't care.
They should have known better.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, what was our coach? He wasn't like from Idalou. Where was he from?
He was from Argentina, right down the road from Muleshoe.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You go to Muleshoe and go left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go south for about 42 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we blame the fact he was from Argentina on the fact that we lost.
What was your impression overall, Coach, of the USA team? Because we did a lot of good things, but it looked like we weren't even trying hardly in that last match.
It is easy just to say that we just didn't have it on the day, or we were played scared, and I think we did play tentative. We were not, in soccer terms that people like to say, we were not on the front foot. We were very tentative. We played. I mean, the second goal, I'm sorry, that was like a bad goal in a youth game at Burl Huffman. Yeah. The ball's straight up in the air. It bounces down. There's 4 Americans there to clear it out, and they just stood there and watched it. That was awful. I do think that all is true, but the other part is Belgium is legit. I mean, they didn't even start their 2 best players, and they were phenomenal.
They were good. They were good.
They were big time. And this is the thing. We solidified, I think, in this tournament, if you want to look half full, half half empty. We solidified in this tournament that we are between 15 and 25 a solid contributor in that level. 15th ranked teams to 25. We can beat any of them. Maybe they could beat us too, but we're there and we're not going anywhere. We're going to qualify for World Cups. We're going to get out of our group. We should win our game of 32. But the one thing that is still, it looks like a galaxy far, far away is getting into that top 10, playing those teams inside of 15. They're just a different level, guys, and we're not there yet.
Yeah. Well, can we buy some of their players?
No, we can't send Cody over there to get it done for us.
Okay.
No, we can't do it.
Cody, we need some players. Oh, it's really, of course, I don't know what it is. The culture, Coach Stone. It may be these kids. That's all they've played. And in America, it's a different world when you look at sports.
Yeah. It's true. It's so cultural that one thing that we underestimate is how harsh these athletes, these soccer players, are treated around the world. I don't mean financially. I mean by the media. Like, we think the New York media, if you're the quarterback for the Jets, it's a nightmare. Put that about times 1 billion. These guys are literally just destroyed by every bad decision, every bad touch, every bad game, and they are hardened. I mean, these elite teams, they are hardened. And it's much easier to play over here in MLS. The level's not as high. If you're a top player, the coach is going to start you because the fans are coming to see you. There's not nearly as much of that pressure to produce over here as there is over there. And I think when you get against the top players, they're not bothered by $90 million on TV. They're not bothered by any of it. They are so hardened in their sport, and they're immune to the outside influences. And we're just not there as a country. And until we are, it's going to be hard from a mental standpoint to beat those teams.
All right. Tomorrow we got 2 of the 3 that were picked to be there in the finals.
Yep.
And everybody apparently nowadays gambles. So, and I know you can't and don't, but if you did, who would you pick tomorrow, or is it sort of a pick 'em?
Yeah, well, I don't even know how these things work. When I see minus 230 and plus 400, I don't even understand that.
I don't either.
So I don't know who I would bet on, given all these advantages and non-advantages. But if you ask me who's going to win the game, this is the crazy part. Spain is the best team in the world. They were flawless against France, and they've probably been undercovered in this World Cup. They just methodically wrecked everybody. Their defense has been unbelievable, and I think they're going to be the best team on the field. But what we're seeing from Messi and Argentina is like something we've never seen before. They've won the World Cup before and just been the best team. I don't know that they're the best team, but I know that they look like the most, difficult team to actually get victory over. So I would say this thing is even, and I think Spain is better in possession, and they will keep it. But, Argentina is one of the most provocative teams in the world. They mess with your head. They are stomping on your foot on corner kicks. They're talking to you when you're walking back. There's this random elbow that nobody sees. I mean, they can make you get off your game. Now, Spain should be immune to that, but if they're not, that's going to be another weapon that Argentina has. I think it's going to be a great game, or they're going to bore us to death because it's in New York with smoke in the air from the fires.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm worried that it's just going to slow down and we're all going to go, come on, get after each other. That concerns me. But if it's an end-to-end game, guys, there's 30 world-class players on both those teams, and it's going to be an amazing game.
One thing I noticed about Argentina, they're not very apt to win the sportsmanship award.
And they're not trying very hard to win it.
No,
they're not. They would like to have Bobby Knight as their position coach. Yeah, they're throwing chairs. They're doing everything. No, it's part of their deal. It's literally part of who they are. And, you just got to kind of respect it. I don't think they're breaking anybody's legs, but they're annoying everybody. Yeah. Nobody likes playing them.
It's like the old Detroit Pistons.
Guys, you're watching a guy at 39 years of age that's the best in the world. Yeah. Name me an athlete, Babe Ruth, who knows, way back, that was the best in the world at their sport at 39. Not Tiger Woods, not Michael Jordan, not Tom Brady. I mean, 39, and he's the best player in this World Cup.
Wait a minute, you just skipped right over Tom Brady like he was chopped liver. But
yeah, he was pretty good, Coach.
He wasn't too bad.
Hey, ask yourself this question. He's the greatest of all time, I agree, but was he the best quarterback at 39? I don't think he was.
Well,
no, he was the best ever.
That's because Mahomes was.
Yeah, Mahomes was.
Yeah.
That's,
of course.
But
Anybody puts on a Red Raider jersey is going to win that deal.
All right. Well, this has really been amazing. I've been amazed, Coach, and I keep hearing this over and over again. Everybody's so amazed about how these countries all love America. I mean, they are having the time of their life.
It's so true, and I'm so glad that it's getting portrayed out there because they are coming to these stadiums, they're coming to these environments, and they're just like, gosh, over in our country, all we hear is that you guys are a very unhappy country and you're really mad at the world and yourselves, and you're not. And they come over here and they're like, that's really weird because I can't run into anybody like that. And they're just loving it. We're welcoming them. We love the cultural adjustment. When they come into these stadiums, they change the dynamic of stadiums as we are used to, and they're having the time of their lives. I mean, my gosh, they want to start Costco in London now. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's really fun to see their reaction. I agree with you guys, and it's heartwarming because the way sometimes any country can be portrayed is not accurate. And I think that's what's happened a little bit here.
Right. When you start believing everything you hear on TV and from the media, you're getting yourself in a pickle.
Especially from this show.
Yeah. Well, that's right.
Well, we're the example.
That's right.
we just make stuff up.
Yeah. All right. The softball field the name was changed to Sellers Field. Our football field is being changed to Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Is Walker Complex apt to the name be changed anytime soon?
No, the Walker Complex will stay as the Walker Complex, but the name of the field itself is going to have an update, so to speak, upgrade. And that's going to be, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say what it is yet. So I think I'm going to keep it right there.
Yeah.
But
we got Kirby on in a little while. We'll ask him.
Maybe he'll tell us.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm allowed to say there.
So right now it's just called the field, the soccer field. It's going to have a name.
The pitch.
No, it's just the John Walker Soccer Complex, but you can actually have naming rights on your field, so it'll be like the Thetford and Ashby field at
I
the
thought you weren't supposed to say.
You shouldn't have told them.
Yeah, I appreciate the $19 you guys donated.
As long as you take a check.
No.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting news.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We got that grass field down 3 years ago, and it has just been a game changer. I mean, I don't know that we lost any recruits on that turf, but I know that it was much harder on the players' bodies to play on that turf field, and now that we're on the grass, it's just a different animal. So a lot of the people that donated to that, we're so thankful for.
If you've got somebody to take care of grass, and grass is 100%
it's the way to
better.
go.
It's just the maintenance, and nowadays, money for maintenance crews, not anything. So
as long as you don't have to mow it, Coach.
Yeah.
Hey, I wish I would. Clint won't let me on the tractor. I'm like, let me cut a double T in there for you. Clint and James Pacheco, these guys are unbelievable, and they love their job. They won't let me anywhere near that mower.
That's funny because those soccer fields are big. They really are.
Yeah.
They really are.
It's beautiful out there. You should come out, watch a little preseason practice. It's been fun.
All right, let me ask you this. What's your takeaway from this World Cup? Because you've paid attention to a lot of World Cups over the years. This is the most I've ever watched, and I've enjoyed the heck out of it. But what's your takeaway?
I think just that although FIFA gets a lot of criticism, and probably rightfully so in a lot of ways, the global game of soccer has never been at such a level that Cape Verde and DR Congo and Egypt and Morocco's kind of was last World Cup too, but
and USA
it's getting so much better in these countries. And it's alive and well here, of course.
Yeah.
It's getting so much better that now the World Cup is just exploding. I mean, we'll crush every number for viewership. There'll be over 1 billion viewers in the game tomorrow. So.
Coach, we appreciate you. Looking forward to this season, and it sounds like we're going to have maybe a Big 12 championship caliber team, and looking forward to that.
Rein it back in now. Rein it back in. We're just trying to get ready for preseason, gentlemen. Let's go.
I'm talking national championship, Coach.
Undefeated Big 12 champion.
You got to talk about it. You got to, that. You got to believe it.
I do believe it. I don't need you putting it out on the radio.
No, it's a secret.
Coach, we appreciate you.
See you, Coach. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys. Love the show.
Bye-bye.
Tom Stone. He is something else. He's a lot of fun. And he does a great job when he's on TV.
Oh, and he's a great
on our
job
show
as a coach, too.
Yep.
Lucky to have him.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
All righty, welcome back. We'll have Kirby Hocutt back here in just a moment. And we tried to get him. He told us his number was BR549, but he didn't answer when we called it. He may be giving that out now. Yeah, call me, BR549. It's really exciting. I'm so glad we're having him on today because there's lots of things to talk about other than the Galaxy Stadium. It's just hard. It's hard for people that have grown up here, like Gary and I. We've all our life been going to Jones Stadium, and it's always been Jones Stadium. And
well, then they did
AT&T.
Well, AT&T Jones Stadium.
Actually, they put it after Jones, which was really kind of neat. Jones AT&T Stadium.
Yeah.
Which is
so apparently it's not going to be Jones Galaxy.
It doesn't sound like it is. Doesn't sound like it is. I think the Jones name will go away on the stadium, but it will be honored in some other way in the stadium. When we get Kirby on, maybe he'll tell us what that looks like.
Maybe. Well, I may have to call him on my phone again. Okay. Let's go to Plan B.
All right, I'm ready.
Hi, you reached Kirby Hocutt.
No, he's...
Okay.
Because we have some really good questions for him. And I know that y'all are going to want to listen. Maybe.
Hey, Gary.
Okay.
All right. We are back. Let's see. You were bragging on Clifford B.
Yeah. What are y'all going to... Do you know what you're going to do already, or are you keeping it a secret?
Well, we don't. We've got a couple of suggestions have been offered, but we're not set on exactly what that is. But we will decide before the football season starts. So we'll figure it out. But it's an incredible story. I mean, his journey and his impact on everything Lubbock, Texas Tech is quite remarkable. The Avalanche Journal did a really good piece on him that if you Google, you can still find, and it's a really, really good read, and what a remarkable career and impact he had.
Okay, great. All right, Galaxy. That give me how many millions did they give us for this 75. Naming rights?
Well, it's a 15-year agreement,
okay,
Gary, and then we've confirmed with with a number of outlets yesterday that over the life of that 15 years, it's approximately a $75 million investment that they will be making into Texas Tech athletics. So, over the course of that 15-year period, it averages right about $5 million annually.
I'd change the name of my baby boy, Taylor, to something for 7,500. So
we were wondering
what
it would take to get you to change your name, Kirby. Would you you'd do it for a certain amount of money, wouldn't you?
I probably would. I never thought about that. That's
a lot of zeros.
Talk about being innovative. There we go. Yeah.
All right. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to get to the end of this thing before we used to have a really good working relationship with our commissioner of the Big
12,
Yormark.
He's a dear friend of ours.
He used to be a dear friend of ours. Then all of a sudden, I don't get the impression. Are we still?
What's wrong with him?
We still gonna send him a Christmas card? Or where are we with that old fella?
We will still send him a Christmas card, but I guess it could change between now and December, right? But no, I tell you, it's been we've been through some challenges. That's stating the obvious, right? But I think as you look at some of the things that we've navigated, they've become very complex, very challenging to work with. And if we want to talk about Brendan's situation specifically, that was a very complicated situation, and it seemed to get more challenging around every corner. And I still, maybe we didn't execute everything perfectly, but I still believe that our intentions and everything that we did was in the right place. And what people can't forget about is, there was a young man involved, a very talented young man who had made some mistakes that we had invited in to be a part of our program and our university. And he needed our help. And we were going to stand behind him as we would any of our student athletes or any student on our campus, as long as we could. And ultimately the situation became so that, he made a decision that he needed to move on. But I'll tell you this, Brendan Sorsby is a good young man, a very talented young man, and I hope that 5-10 years we look back and there's two things that have happened. One is he's an incredible success story, and I do believe at some point in time, it's not now, but the narrative will shift to Texas Tech stands behind its student athletes regardless of the situation, and is going to do right by them.
Okay, that's excellent. That's what just drove us crazy, though, Kirby, was what did we do? We're trying to help the kid. When we found out he was gambling, we suspended him. And then when the court said he can play, we said, okay, he can play. And they're treating us, everybody, don't schedule Texas Tech. They're a bunch of cheaters. That didn't happen at all.
No, nobody can point to anything that we did that was not that was wrong. I mean, you cannot answer that question. What did we do that was wrong? You can't answer that question. However, I recognize how challenging of a conversation and a topic sports wagering is. But when a judge becomes involved, it just becomes complicated. I mean, you cannot tell a judge in the state of Texas, no, we're not going to follow your orders.
Yeah,
and then you're exposed. So it was a very challenging situation. I think we navigated it through, maybe not perfectly, but as good as we could, and we're moving on. And I really hope Brendan's going to have a great career ahead of him as well.
All right, let's move on and get back to your mark. All right, do we still have a lawsuit pending against us? Are they still expecting us to pay their attorney fees? Where are we on that?
That's a really good question.
Well,
I can say this: we've never been served with that suit, right? I was named in it. I've not been served papers. At the same time, I've not been notified by our legal counsel that the case has been dismissed. So, if there is something, I don't anticipate that lawsuit moving forward, but to my knowledge, they've not dismissed it yet. If there are things that the Big 12 Conference, wants in consideration from Texas Tech to move forward, they've not formally notified us of that yet.
That answer.
I don't anticipate it moving forward. Everything's going to be fine. We're gonna move forward, and our intention is to go to Arlington and raise that conference championship trophy again this year.
Good. Your answer sort of sounded like they ask you the question, have you ever been convicted of a felony? And the guy says, did you say convicted?
That's probably a pretty good way to put it right now. Yeah,
And lawsuits usually go after deep pockets, and we happen to have $75 more million. So,
are we going? Gary said we could ask you anything. What's all this ACC stuff? We need regional conferences, Kirby. This is crazy what's happened.
Yeah, I've had a couple of people ask me about that, so I'm not sure what's being said out there in different media outlets or on social media. But as far as anything related to the ACC, there's no validity to that.
I don't want to go to the ACC.
Yeah, we're watching, with what's going on with the Protect College Sports Act. There's still momentum there, as we know. Regent Campbell's been highly involved in that. I think in the next couple of weeks it might actually get to the Senate for a vote, and there's some things in that talk about significant changes to college athletics. I know regionalization for sports outside of football and basketball have been talked about. So, remain optimistic that we're going to get this industry that is important to us and our community in a much better place than it's been here in the last few years.
Yeah, good answers. All right. Now then, you probably were injured because you were a middle linebacker. Folks may not know this. This fella we're talking to right now led the Big Eight in tackles. You'd think he might have led the Big Eight in the golfing or in tennis, or because he's not built like a linebacker. But he led.
You were bigger though back then, weren't you?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah. And
I mean, not that you not look great today, Kirby. You look great.
Yeah, good try. But yeah, go on, Gary.
Well,
try,
what I was headed toward is, different people get hurt. And different. Yeah. I had an Achilles, and if I'd have known how long it took to get over it, I'd have cried when I got it. I didn't cry. I manned up. But we're talking about our quarterback that, well, he'll be ready in 1 year and 6 weeks. I think everybody's different. Where is he right now on his healing, or can you say?
I probably am not qualified to say, but I will tell you this. Will Hammond is a tremendous leader. He leads by example. He's one of the hardest working young men in our program, and I think Will is on track to start week 1, week 2. I don't know, but if I know Will, I think he'll do everything in his power to get out there week 1 against Abilene Christian. Ultimately, he'll have to be cleared by our medical team, but I think he's ahead of schedule. And if anybody can do it, it'll be Will.
Well, I am qualified to say, and he could play today if we had a game today.
He's pretty tough.
I'm just guessing, Coach. I'm not qualified really on anything.
Oh, well, I disagree with that. But I tell you what, when Joey met with the team to share with them that Brendan had made the decision to separate and to move on. I was in the meeting room that afternoon, and afterwards, the two individuals that were the last to leave that room were Micah Hudson and Will Hammond, and so I had a chance to say hello to Micah, and then Will came up and we talked for a few minutes, and his message to me was, this Double T, this brand is going to be just fine. I'm going to make sure of that. So we're in good hands. We just got to keep him healthy, and we're going to have a great season ahead of us.
Here's the other part of that, Kirby. Will Hammond had no intention of Brendan Sorsby being our quarterback. I'll promise you.
No, never did. He's always had the attitude that he was gonna earn that job. And,
I love the guy. I think he's awesome. I really do.
Kirby, we got 1 minute. Say something profound.
I'm going to fall short of that, but I will say this: it's been such a rewarding ride, and the way that the Raider Nation has stepped forward and supported this athletics department has been incredible. And we're just getting started. I couldn't feel more optimistic about the people that we have in place. We've got tremendous young people, and the investment and the support that our community continues to provide is world-class. So I just say thank you to all the Red Raiders listening, and we look forward to a great athletic season ahead.
You've been amazing, Kirby. Our brand has never been stronger. Thank you for all you're doing.
Well, appreciate you guys. Y'all have a great Saturday.
We'll do it. Proud of you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
All right, Kirby.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Kirby Hocutt. It really is amazing, Gary, because you and I grew up here. We went to Tech, and we're like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty good stuff.
You've been listening to the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3. Catch the show live Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on Double T 97.3 FM or on the Double T 97.3 mobile app.